Mia in Morley, Michigan. I hope it's Mia and it's not Maya. Of course, it can't be. That's a Maya name. This Maya name is Matthew from freeprescriptionlenses.com. And today I'm going to show you how I cut prescription lenses. All right, let's drop the accent. Prescription lenses, prescription transition, signature 7. Not 8, because you didn't want to wait for 8 to come out, so I'm cutting you 7. And if you called me a couple years ago, I'd have done 6, but no, you didn't. So we're going to do 7 with Crizal Avance for your RayBan. What is it? The 1528 color 3580, which is color, I don't know what color that is. It's been a long day. And the 48 eyesight. So let's just see what color it is. The surprise color. Dun 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 dun. Oops, it's upside down color. Okay, it is black and pink, or do they call that opal, Havana? I don't know what they call it. What do you call it? You call it yours. All right, so let's get going. This is how your frame comes with the little RayBan logo on the lens, which I will pop out now and put into the tracing element of my edger. And I will adopt the bad accent again. I will hit start. This little stylist will pop up and go around and trace the inside of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed with quality. No one's really disappointed in the quality of coffee that I keep drinking here. You know, I wish everyone drank as much coffee as me and we'd all have a great time. But no, as I was saying, you buy a RayBan frame and you'll receive 1 free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so you will get reimbursed for this purchase whether they are prescription or not. Mia, you know you gotta have prescription. So that is the shape of the lens. We'll cut only magnified. If I will minify, here's a good chance. Go look up the word minify. It is not in the dictionary, but there has to be an opposite to magnify, right? So, speaking of magnify, let's magnify that back to the original size. Your pupillary distance for each eye is 27. Starting at 32, we will go tap the minus button until we go down to 27. Let's go ahead and raise the optical center height up to 20. In fact, let me write that down. 20. Or is that 25? You know, I can't. I didn't know there was going to be so much math with this. All right, so let's come down here and get your lenses prepped. I don't need the frame for that. Leave that down here. Let's come down to my Marco 101 lensometer. See the Marco? That's the type bulb I use, Ico. Marco, Ico, Ico, Marco. Where are we? -1 1/4. Sphere. That means you have no astigmatism. What's wrong? You couldn't afford any astigmatism? All right, so you'll just have to go without on your right eye. So let's take the lens out of the protective wrapper. Comes with a little laminate on the front of the lens, like when you pick up a little mouse by the tail. Help me, help me. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Let's make sure the lensometer is zeroed out. We're gonna put it on -1 1/4. Or as they say in the old country, 1 1/4. All right, find the center of your lens. And let's put 1 dot in the center this time. Uno. And this is the right lens. So we'll put an R on there. Or an upside down R when we turn it that way. Oh, let me mark the lens. So again, yeah, -1 1/4. -1 1/4. And these are the transitions gray with Crizal Avance for your right lens. Let's do the same thing now for the left. -2, -75 at 13, -2, -75. Where's my camera? Am I getting this? Am I missing everything? Let's turn it to 13. And when your mom, Maureen, sent me the prescription, it was in plus cylinder form, so it was -275 plus 75. So I add the 75 to the plus 275, bring it down to 2, change the sign from plus to minus, and the axis was at 103, but I subtract 90 degrees, we rotate it, we do this, and look at that, we end up with the right prescription, -2, -75. So let me take this lens out of the packet, pull the little mousey off the lens. Mia, I hope you grow up one day and cure my bad jokes. All right, so let's put on -2. Rotate the lens till the sphere power comes in clearly. Find the optical center of the lens, which just happens to be the middle of the lens. What's the odds of that? That the center is the middle? You heard it here first. Okay, so Let's go with 2 line. You know, we really don't need a third. Let's go without. It's we're all having to make cutbacks now. So where was I at? Okay, this is going to be the left lens. We'll put an L on there for that. And let's highlight this lens. -2, -75. Airwear Transition 7 gray lenses, Crizal Avance. And if you miss any of that, let me recap. Oh, you know you were getting that bad joke in there. You couldn't get away from that. You know, it actually costs more for me not to tell bad jokes. So you couldn't afford for me not to tell bad jokes. It costs a lot more. Okay, where am I? Oh yeah, right lens. Okay, so put that there. As you know, your brother has gotten a pair from me. Your mom has gotten like 2 pair from me. So you know what this is. It is a block. I need to attach this to your lens. Woo, 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 special effects. So, hey, who's no, never mind. I'll try and play the grown-up in this video. So, this is a double-sided adhesive sticker. I'll show you one side, the black side, the sticky side. Let's go ahead and stick that onto the block, or as I like to call him, Jenny from the block. Although, Jenny doesn't return my calls anymore. She says something about she says we can't hang out due to a restraining order. It doesn't mean we can't hang out. We just have to be like 100 yards apart. So we can like play frisbee or throw the ball or something. Doesn't mean you have to stop seeing me. Okay, so you hear that, Jenny from the block? So I'm going to pull that sticker away to make the black side sticky. Line up that magnet. That little silver button is a magnet. It's going to attach itself to something magnetical. In fact, why don't you go look that up? What type of metal is magnetical? Where's my stylus? There it is. I got no stylus. So, okay, 2720, 2720. And hold your breath, hold your breath. Put that dot there in the center. And where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah, that looks good. Okay, hit the button, hit the button. The arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. Now the cool thing, the reason why I put these dots on there, it has to be oriented in there just perfectly. Because your lens is spherical, I literally could have rotated any direction, and as long as I had the pupillary distance right, it would turn out fine. This, I can't do that. It has to go in there just like this, or like this. Which one do you like? This? This. You like this one or this one? Alright, we go with this one then. Alright, so let's put that there. Same pupillary distance, 2720. What do you know? 2720. That was convenient. So get those 2 dots lined up in there just right. And, oh, almost forgot the block. Pull the sticker off to make the black side sticky. Sticky like syrup. So, let's see. Those 2 dots are lined up, 2720. Hit the button. The arm comes down and places the block onto the unright lens. Now, this comes into play. This is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. You don't believe me? Watch. I can't lift it. So, like these paper packets. Oh, I can't lift these either. I can't lift anything tonight. So, what was that? Yeah, $40,000, weighs 200 pounds. Go out and buy your own, put it on your kitchen counter, and then the rest of your family does not have to hire me to make their glasses anymore. You can do it yourself. Now, check this out. You don't get to see this in many videos. I have 2 blocks. What is this? This is the Chuck, or as you know, I like to call it the Charles, because I don't know what Michelle well enough to call it that. So, there's that other magnet inside that holds it in place while it is there. Dun 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 dun. So it comes in 2 sizes. The last one I cut was an itty bitty little lens. It goes into a very small frame. So those come off. That's what these little red ones for. You see these occasionally in my videos, but we're going with the white ones, the larger ones that goes in this size. So let's get rid of this thing. Let's put this one on. Again, that's the little piece, the little rubber stopper. That's going to stick on that side. And then the Charles, the Chucky baby, goes on that side. And we're going to put your lens, hang on, let me demonstrate this. Where's the stylus? The cutting wheel, the dirty cutting wheel. You think I could have washed this a little better, since I knew I was going to have company coming over. That's the grinding wheel that's going to grind the lens down into the final size. This wheel in the center is what's going to put the bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. If it doesn't stay, we'll just tape it. Tape looks cool. It looks like you work for NASA. Tell me when you're a rocket scientist. Back off, man. I'm a scientist. Where are we at? Okay, so let's put the lens into the Chucky baby. And, okay, flashlight this. That's what I need. Hit that button. that is the shape of the lens we'll be cutting. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that, or TBD, to be determined later. Some mystery material lenses will be made out of in the future, and then we can use that one. But for now, we'll stick with polycarbonate. I'm not going to polish the edge of your lens because it's not going to be seen anyway. I'm not going to put a bevel on the front convex surface of your lens. I'm only going to put a bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. And that concludes your vocabulary lesson of the day. And, oops, what am I doing? Hang on, stop, let's stop that. Okay, the green button, yeah, okay, green button. The door closes. And as I was explaining to your mom, I cannot clean the door, so let's see how much you're going to be able to see during this video. Normally I take the door off and clean it with Rain-X so you can watch it, but the screw that's in here is stripped and I can't get that out to clean the door, so you're only going to get a partial view. So the lens was traced to make sure it's large enough to fit into the frame. The cutting wheel begins to spin. It's going to move into place and the wheel is going to drop down. The lens is going to drop down on the cutting wheel. The light you see flickering in the background is water. Forgive me for repeating myself. I know you've seen my videos before with your family members' glasses, but there's people out there who may have been fortunate enough to never have seen one of my videos until now. Let's pray for those people. They never have to watch many of them. So polycarbonate lenses do cut dry for plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet. Now water will spray onto the lens for the last 20 seconds to wash away the optical debris that you see beginning to form on the lens. You see it, you see it, you see it. Ooh, there's a good piece. I want to reach in there and get that. Look at that. That is awesome. So, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. It is bulletproof. As you know, that's how you test everything bulletproof. You bang it on a counter. That's how you find out whether it's bulletproof or not. Up to 22 caliber, has both UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. And we know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin. Your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours. This is permanent, like a tattoo, and never needs to be reapplied. So, your mom tells me, Mia, that your favorite color is light beige, and that as a hobby, you collect lint from around the world. Fascinating. I mean, not to me, but I mean to somebody. It's got to be like lint. Isn't that cool? Sometimes I would get really excited and then go to a yawning festival. So Mia, do you like bread? Because sometimes, this is crazy, but sometimes for breakfast I'll eat toast. And, you know, not just like dry toast. I'll put butter on it. Well, I'll put butter on half of it, like the top half. Or one side. I'll put butter on one side. I used to put butter on 2 sides, but then it got really hard to do and it made a mess all over the counter, so I don't recommend you doing that. So, here comes the lever with the little spinning wheel. See, that's why you can't see anything. That's what the Rain-X would do, but no Rain-X for you. I'm the Rain-X Nazi. No Rain-X for you. You just have to see something blurry, like you're going through space. Like I've been to space, like I know what it looks like. But imagine that's what space looks like. Look, we've come out of supersonic and now everything's clear again. We've come out of the clouds. So the door will open. I will hit this button, taking your lens out. Let's dry everything off. It's just come out of the bath. It's clean and April fresh, even though this is May. May fresh is even fresher than April fresh. All right, so let's see if the lens fits this time. Something's wrong. It doesn't fit. Let's see. Let's try this side. Hey, wait. I think this works. It fits. All right, let's go ahead and start cutting the L lens. Flip that over to L. Put that in. I'm gonna take a little bit off and hit the start button. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses. Let me give this an angle. Hopefully you're not missing any of this. You know, you paid a lot of money for this video. You hope you don't miss any of it. So that is the shape of the left lens. It is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness, of which you got none. You ain't got nothing. no edge thickness, because you got the thinner lenses and this plastic frame that hides it all. So let's go ahead and take this block off. We're going to come back down here to, what kind of lensometer is it? Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Put it in over that dot. You see that dot right there? Put it in over that dot and check the power, and we're getting -1 1/4. -1 1/4. So the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, and it starts at 0 and goes up in quarter increments: 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, 1 1/4. So you have 5 steps of minification. That is why there's a minus sign there. Without your glasses on, everything is much too large. Like this giant flashlight, with your glasses off, this thing is huge. You put your glasses on, it shrinks down to the actual size that it is. You know, I've got a smaller flashlight, I just can't find it. So, is it in here? No. Is it in here? No flashlight there. Okay, so your left eye, see, you have no astigmatism, that's what the sill is, the cylinder. Your left eye, you need 8 steps of correction for your farsightedness. You are nearsighted. With your glasses off, you can see the hairs on an ant's leg at like 1,000,000 miles away from the ant. Okay, maybe not 1,000,000 miles, but really, really far away. And then you have 3 steps of astigmatism correction, so you can end up with a total of -275. So you're on your right eye, you're on the 5th rung of a ladder. The left eye, you're on the 8th rung of a ladder. And then with your astigmatism correction, you're going to climb up to the 11th rung. Now the way you can tell if you have astigmatism is close your eyes. Is it dark? Okay, you may have astigmatism. Now without moving your head, look up. Is it blurry? Trying to look above your head. Now look down without moving your chin, looking straight ahead, move your eyes downward. Can you see your toes? How long can you hold that for? Can you hold it for like a minute and then your eye muscles get tired? Now look to the left. Now look to the right. Now run your eyes in a circle. Now, I'm just stalling. What else are you willing to do? Okay, write me a letter thanking me for the greatest pair of glasses ever made. No, better yet, take a selfie and let me put it on the website with you, your mom, your brother. Let's have a family photo. 3 people in one picture. That's you know, that sounds crazy enough it just might work. So, oh yeah, the frame sells for $99 with 1 free pair of prescription lenses. You know, I read that somewhere, so I got to honor it. And then of course the transition adds $54.99. The anti-reflective coating $44.99 for a total of $198.99. Can you believe that? A pair of RayBans with transition signature 7 gray lenses. Forget that Crizal Avance. I don't know what I was writing. Crizal Avance. Avance. In fact, let's correct that. Where's my red pen? Just like your teachers would do. No, this is Avance. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, and question mark, like why I wrote it wrong to begin with. Okay, so let's see here. It's all that toast I was eating. I was full. I was filling up on carbs, wanting to take a nap. Ooh, look at that. So look, it's coming off. That is your Schwarf. That is your thing. I love when it comes off in one piece, like lint from the dryer trap. I will mail you this and you can put it in your lint collection. So I'm going to put it there. No wait, let me catch it, I'm going to clean it all off and put it onto the counter. And once all of it is off of your lens and carefully and neatly collected into one pile on the counter, I wipe it on the floor. Hey, when the clown gets to laugh at work, it's a good day at work. So, let's see if it fits. Nope, it just doesn't fit. Something's wrong. Let me see if I can hit it with something. No, okay, again, let me turn it this way. We'll see if it fits this way. It definitely doesn't fit this way. Something's wrong. I need an instruction manual. All right, so I'm going to tuck it into the outside corner using my thumbs, press down at the nose. It pops right in. Speaking of popping, just pop that block off. Pop goes the weasel. And I barely have a dot left. Let me put that dot there. This dot right there. You can't miss it. In the center of that. Let's put it in above that dot. You see the dot there in the center? Let's draw a little flower on there. Let's make that cute. Really? Boy, that is the ugliest flower. How about a mouse? Can I make that a mouse? We'll do that at the end. So let's put that on there. Check, and we are getting -2. Where did I see -2? There it is. You have another -75, 3 steps of astigmatism correction. What happens if you loan someone $2 and then they borrowed another 75 cents? They would owe you $2.75, 1 tick mark away from 3, so that is perfect. Now let's draw the mouse. There's his little eyeballs. Oh wait, I should have measured the pupillary distance. That's the one on the right. So 27 and 27 is 54 the last time I counted, but I can't count, so put my thumb, the PD stick against my thumb, and then when we look to the left eye of that mouse, we're getting 54 millimeters. Let's give that mouse some whiskers, shall we? Make him look cute. Alright, you want me to leave that on there? You can sell this as major art. I'm telling you. So, no, you don't like that idea? Okay, I'm going to clean off your little mouse. So, of course, this is the point in every video that as I clean your glasses, I mentioned that when you get these in the mail, why me? Why me? It was your time. So, oh yeah, but when you get these in the mail, there is a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. But there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people, that's my wiggle dance, 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And so, because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. So 3 points are 1, 2, and 6. I told you I wasn't good at math. All right, so press down on the counter. There is no wobble. I would show you mine, but these have so much wobble to them. Actually, you can see a little bit of it. You can see a little bit how one side is higher. I'm part of that 80%. Of course, these are my new silhouette drill mount. You see my little purple lenses there? Not the most masculine color, I got to tell you. So, put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. I've got to raise the camera up just to put mine back on. So, flip these over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. Look, RayBan. What's the chance of that being on both sides? So, that is good. Now, this is what your lenses look like clear. Let me clean them off. I did not get yours ready. Hang on, let me get this. I forgot to get a pink cleaning cloth for you. Don't worry, I'm going to send you one. I am going to send you one. I tell you, it's hard to get good help. You think I could have a pink cleaning cloth ready for you, ready for production, but no. See, that's what happens. I get everything ready while I'm cleaning the door. I didn't clean the door this time, so I was just unprepared. Let me use my blue one, the blue one from my pocket. So, this is what your lenses look like clear. I'm going to go ahead and activate them, which means I'm going to expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light, like when you go outside, and I'm going to turn them dark. So, as you can see, all transition lenses will turn dark. Well, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for them to turn dark when you go outside, a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15 when you come back in from recess. And all transition lenses will turn dark on day 1. Give them 2 weeks of exposure to the sun, and they're going to continue to darken every day for the first 2 weeks until they reach their final setting. After that, they'll work for years with maximum performance. Now, the only time they won't work is if you're inside of a car. The windshield has UV protection to stop your dashboard from cracking or your upholstery from rotting from sitting in the sun all day. But that's what they look like the first time they've been activated. Now, they're also temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I don't think you get too many 95-degree days there in Morley, Michigan. Unlike here in North Carolina where it gets hot. Oh, it gets so hot and humid here. So, that's the first time they've been activated. Don't worry, they will get darker than that. Come on, Mia, we talked about that. Don't you remember? Pay attention. Stay with me. Stay with me, Mia. So, that is that. If anyone has any questions, like why am I so silly? But, you know, your mom brings out the silliness in me. But, in fact, I think it's the coffee that brings out the silliness in me. I can't blame anyone but myself. So, if anyone does have any questions, you can contact me through the website or simply email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Mia in Morley, Michigan. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut your prescription transitions gray lenses with Crizal Avance for your RayBan. What is this? It is the RayBan 1528, color 3580 in the 48 eye size. And hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.